Yup.
You know what I'm saying? So I tell my story all the time. When I get new clients, when I get my regular clients, I always repeat myself. Like when they say, what made you get into this? I think I want to do it. I always encourage them, go for it. And I will like help you. If you want to go back to my old PowerPoints, my old books, know what I use, I will say that because why am I hoarding that?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? It needs to
and
be
nobody
more
can
of us. Like,
from you what God's given to you.
You can't. Your destiny is already written for
Yeah.
you before you even come into this world. You can't be like, oh, I'm not gonna help this person do that because it's gonna stop my money. Or I be seeing little shady shit being said like, everybody want to ride the esthetician wave. Everybody want to wax. Everybody do facials. Who gives a fuck? I don't care. No, be fucking real. Like,
do say
who cares? That shit is so lame to me. It's so corny. And if you're saying shit like that, you're a loser.
Then y'all a loser for saying all that shit. You're a fucking loser.
You should want to see more like people like us thriving in the industry. It's $1 billion industry. You get so much further if we lift as we climb and not just be like, no.
Sorry,
or pick and choose who you want to do things with or help because I don't want to help her. She a lame. She don't got 10K followers or she don't be with the Chicago famous people. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather get my experience, my service from someone who I know is going to give me quality experience and not gonna give me an experience based on the amount of followers I have or who I know.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
Especially because we're in a day and age where a lot of shit is who you know and not what you know.
Yeah.
You want to know what you're doing. You want to have quality work. You want to have a passion for what you're doing. You want to have your work speak for itself. Yeah. You know?
Girl, I feel you.
I'm going to take a break.
No. Yeah, you are so funny.
Sometimes you got to shut the fuck up. I need to shut the fuck up.
Look, and sometimes you don't need. Sometimes you just need to say because maybe you answer somebody's prayers. They were like,
I probably did answer.
You know, somebody was like, give me a word.
Think about me. I'm gonna say what's not being said.
Don't respond again.
I'm not one of those people that get the like.
I need to shut the fuck up.
Like, I need
to shut the fuck up. I got her started again. You know, can you tell us how you got into your business? I know now. You are in the marketing field. Can you tell us how you got started? Kind of like, you know, what got you into that?
So I'm really a people person, and I had to like dig into purpose instead of like what she said, which was basically looking at what everybody else was doing, what was making them money, and then knowing that I could do it. And I feel like I always perform at excellence, so I was doing everything, and I was doing it really good, but that doesn't mean that that's what was for me.
Right.
But while I was doing all those things, there was always a common factor. I was always going live. I was always giving people business advice on the side. I was always sharing my ideas. I've always been a speaker. I've always just been like really articulate and like I said, like creativity, business, and marketing. So I had to look at what was a common factor between everything that I was doing, like with all of those things that I was doing. And it was basically still coaching, like in between.
Okay.
And I started the same and during the pandemic, 2020, but I didn't start with a business. I started off by making a group called Boss Talk in Facebook.
Okay.
And a lot of businesses were thriving in there. Like girls were dropping their business in there, making $1,000 a day, and it had reached 70,000 people in there. Ooh. And it was consumers and business owners and people that were starting businesses. Wow. And the reason why the page was so strong was because I started off by giving business advice and going live and showing people how to brand and sharing free resources on packaging, labels, how to create graphics, you know what I'm saying? Like putting graphic designers on that were only charging $25 at the time and stuff like that. So there was an actual foundation in the group versus me just like throwing a group out there, people joining, and then it being like a whole bunch of mess. Like you could tell that it was, like I said, a foundation there. And that's what I started at first. I really started my business because the girls was getting their rocks off in the group. Like, they was making a bag in there. So I'm like, let me start a business, you know, because I'm like, everybody else doing it, so let me start one.
Right.
And I ended up starting a skincare business. And
I can tell that skin is giving face to it.
I actually didn't start the skincare business for myself. I had started it for my ex because he had really bad acne.
Okay.
And it was the pandemic, so we couldn't go out to eat. We couldn't. It was no point of going out of town. It was nothing to do. So I was trying to find out like stuff to do that was like nice in home. So like at home facials, like at home.
Okay, I see. Like on TikTok where they're like, oh, I'm doing a facial for my boyfriend, the routine. Really, I've never done that. I've never.
Yeah, so I was doing it, but I was doing it with all natural products. And then once the products started showing real physical results, then I started to sell them in my group, and I was going crazy like that. So I got a little between Boss Talk made 80,000 that year because I was charging $2 per post, and it was $70,000. 70,000 people in there. So we did that, and then Coco Skin. I was jugging Coco Skin. I ain't had no website or nothing. It was cash apps, cash. I was pulling up all around the city. So I don't even know how much that made, but we was doing like $300 a day, which I think is $100,000 a year. So, yeah, and at that point, it was like it was going crazy. So when everybody else was like doing like the loans and all that. I didn't give a fuck. I was
like, I got the money myself. And look, you ain't gotta go to jail, nothing like that.
Yeah, I was getting it like just off of.
Shit, they ain't going to jail either.
Well,
I'm not running back. But yeah, the common factor has always been like me being a spokesperson, and recently I had started like applying for jobs and stuff like that. And when I first was applying for jobs, I was really just fucking around because I wanted to see, like, I haven't had an interview since I was 19 years old. I've been stopped working a long time ago. I'm 25 now.
Wow.
My last job was, when I was pregnant, 19 years old with my son.
Wow.
And after that, and I haven't had an interview since then, so I have, like, good communication skills with people, but those people are not smarter than me. So I wanted to see how I would be in somebody that's in a bigger position with me and have a conversation with them. So I started doing interviews with jobs and stuff like that, and I just recently landed a position that's a secret.
You ain't got no.
I ended up doing interviews and stuff like that, and one of the things that I was able to say in the interview was that, like, through my experience of being an entrepreneur, I learned that you don't have to be the boss to be a boss.
For sure.
And I get, like, a lot of flowers from Yemi. I get a lot of flowers from my friends because I'll just hit them with ideas, and it'll be ideas that I can put them up, like, for the week. You know what I'm saying? Like, put them up for the week, put them up for the day, and they just are just really creative, strategic ideas that are working for social media right now. Like, I sit on my phone all day. I follow trends. I follow what people are doing. I learn how to twerk them myself to fit people's niche.
Right.
And that's how I help people get ahead in their business. And like I said, you don't have to be the boss to be a boss.
Right.
And I recently did another podcast, and she requested that we dress business casual. But I didn't really want to. Like, I want to come in a jogging suit. Like, I'm just how I'm dressed right now.
I want everybody to just look like makes them feel good.
Yeah, I mean, not even that, but I'm just how I'm dressed right now because I always like playing the background. Like, I like to see other people shine, and then that's, like, where I get my fulfillment from. Like, I just recently asked my high school to, if I could come speak there, and I want to speak on the imagination and how powerful it is because those kids are still kids, and you need to be able to hold on to that childhood dream before you start getting washed with bills and reality and relationships and heartbreak. Because their imagination right now is as pure as it's going to get. So whatever their dream is right now, I want them to hold on to it and ride it all the way out until they see it before they enter adulthood, where reality comes crashing down on you, and then it starts stunting what you really think that you can do. But I told them, like, I don't want any compensation. All of my benefit is going to come from within. You know what I'm saying? Like, being able to walk off the stage and know that I was able to tell that to 800 kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff that I wanted to hear. So it's just like her dressed like this. I live for my friends to be like this, and I live for myself to be like this because, like I said, I like to play the back. Like, I always like to be the brands. Like, I've had the IG famous friends. I've been friends with everybody. Like,
yeah, I remember we were talking on the phone. Yeah,
I've been friends with everybody in the city. Like, I've been friends with people that's shining right now.
Yeah. And
I always been a regular girl. Like, I always wore my real hair. I was never interested in, like, I said, like, my fulfillment comes from seeing the people around me do big things and knowing that I was able to put the play together. So I like to get in my notebook and put the play together. And like I said, I'm bossed up. Like, I don't have to be the boss to be a boss. Like, at the end of and I don't really like that much credit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need the shout out, like, or I don't need like it makes me uncomfortable when people like tag me and like thank me.
Even if it's like your idea and
yeah,
like boom, all the
yeah, because I had recently got my client, who's an influencer, who's also my cousin, a Fenty deal.
Okay.
And she had tagged me when she secured the deal, but that made me like super uncomfortable because I'm like, you know, yeah, because it's just like that's just like what I like to do. I like to like be in my zone and lock in on a computer or lock in on TikTok or Instagram or see like what's going on. Like even right now, Instagram is doing the little bubbles, and I was telling you, people are like, oh, that's lame, that's lame. Like that's why you can't fuck with Instagram, because you think when they update shit that it's lame. It is lame, but you need to use it because they're shining light on the people that are using their app the correct way.
Like the reels too, like like everybody's been complaining. I mean, even me, I was just like, dang, like I felt like the algorithm. I'm like, everyone's been asking for like chronological order to like come back, but I mean, we've seen that like like you said, if you work with the app and you figure out how it works.
Yeah, and I don't even think it's about working with the app. It's just I've always been a person that like I said, in order for me to even do brand management or project management or be a marketing advisor, I pay close attention to detail. So I watch what things are doing all of the time. My son is autistic. I watch what he does all the time. I'm a really detailed person. I watch what people are doing all the time. Like, and I feel like it's part of the reason that like some of my relationship failed because and some of my friendships, because I'm a huge critic, but it's just because I'm so detailed. Yeah. And I was the only child till I was 17, so I was only able to pay attention to everything that was going around me. You know what I'm saying? Like there wasn't that much commotion in my house. There wasn't nobody fighting and people. It was only me, so it was just like I always had to pay attention. Always had to like change the room, stuff like that. Reels, like when Yemi do her cooking reels, like they should. I be so irritated because they be so long, and Instagram has chopped reels in half. Yeah. The reels that are trending right now are only 7 seconds, so it's like you don't got time to talk, to walk people through the ingredients, show people what you got and stuff like that. Yeah. And it'd be so funny because I'm always like I said, I'm always following the algorithm, and then when people are not doing it, people are like, damn, Instagram not working for me. I'm like, nah, Instagram is changing every 15 days. Literally. You like, literally. Nah, I'm like, damn, I just learned this, like, slow down, like. Yeah, and it's just like, you have to you gotta scroll through the reels, you gotta see what they're doing, you gotta see why they're on the explore page, you gotta see, like, who's constantly getting the most views and stuff like that. Like, you gotta keep up with that type of stuff. And that's why I feel like I also had to go get a job, too, because, okay, I'm better as a team player, I'm better as an advisor, but how many people right now can I think of that are actually willing to invest in their business? You know what I'm saying? Like everybody wants to be a know-it-all. Everybody thinks they can do it by themselves. People don't want to make investments. That's why people don't got labels. That's why people don't got good packaging. That's why people don't got a good website and stuff like that, because people want to invest in. And that's why I give props to, like I said, I teach personal branding too, because go ahead, invest in your image. Image can take you a long way. You really come up on an opportunity just by looking right. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I wanted to go put myself in like a position with a job that was high end, because they need a black girl with brains. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it's time. Like times are changing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, why not change with them? Like exactly. Like that's one of the things I have to notice too. Like time is not waiting on nobody. Like shit's gonna change with or without you. Like shit is gonna keep updating with or without you. Exactly. Like if you want some late shit, doesn't matter, and then you're gonna see it, like eventually you're gonna keep seeing the people that are keeping up with time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like a lot of stuff that's controversial. I'm opinionated, but at the same time I don't be having no opinion at all, because I know some people be like, oh, they be trying to keep up, and I be thinking, and you're not keeping up with shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
the difference between the talkers and the doers.
Yeah, and then or be like some people, like you see that like people be like, oh, they're opportunists and shit like that, or people that are so internet and blah blah, and then you look up one day and they be the ones that be on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like sometimes you gotta climb. You know what I'm saying? And, but sometimes I don't agree with certain the stuff that people go away about stuff, because sometimes it's not righteous. Like sometimes they're not having morals while doing it and stuff like that. So I don't agree with it, but like I said, a lot of times I don't have an opinion, because it's like Hollywood is cutthroat, like Instagram is cutthroat. Like you gotta get grimy sometimes to get where you are. But then it's the same people that have integrity that, you know what I'm saying, are faithful in their faith and stuff like that are going to get there too. And it's going to take a little longer, but it's going to last a lot longer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that overnight success sometimes is not, you know, you don't have longevity in it because, like, it happened, you went viral, and now you're, like, trying to figure out, like, what the next move is. Whereas, like, somebody been doing it for, like, a year or two. Mr. Beast. I don't know if you know. You probably know Mr. Beast.
Nah, but I was gonna say that's why sometimes like when they be having like the one-hit wonders is because they were just fucking around in the studio and then they got like the talk it start trending on TikTok or something. I'm good with individuality and I don't have a clique. I have friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some people are groups of friends and they strong like that. But I'm an individual and I have a lot of friends. So I know people be kind of like looking at me like I be all over the place. But I'm not all over the place. I just have have friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have a clique. I just got friends.
Because people will be like, oh, you can't be grown and find me a clique. You can't find
me a clique. And
you can't learn, like, you know.
You can't learn. I feel like your friends you had for a long amount of time. Like, I've had friends who I've had since my freshman year of high school. And we're like this. Those are my sisters. But teachers that was like teaching it anyway. You know, so I got a good teacher that taught me better, taught me what right wax to use, and I started practicing more. Now I could do a wax with my eyes closed. I could do it in 15 minutes and under, and glass your shit. Don't I be glassing you? Yeah.
Girl, I'm gonna be coming to you soon.
So look, like, and that goes to being passionate about what you do, creating a need. And I say that to say that back when I started, everyone was into their skin because we're trapped in the house. We can't go outside. So now we're like, damn, look at this bump, look at that bump, look at all these black dots on my nose. They're paying more attention to how they look every day. So that was creating a need for them to come get a facial every month or every 2 weeks. Now, shit is tight. Money is tight. It's the holiday season. It's a slow season for everyone in the industry, especially if you don't have a consistent clientele base that you see every month. So everyone can't prioritize their skin. But the girls gonna spend their last to get that glass.
No, I mean skincare, like
they're gonna spend their last $65 whatever dollars to get a wax, regardless.
That'll keep
so that's creating a need. You know.
No, absolutely.
Another thing I've learned in skincare is that skincare is a luxury.
It is.
So, like I said, I ended up going viral on Facebook, which I call a block.
Okay.
Facebook is block. Like, Facebook is ghetto. Facebook.
Oh, yeah. Everyone knows that.
But that's where the money at.
The fake money.
The fake money.
The fake money.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, it's your cousin that money.
So, money is money.
Yeah, I'm cool on money is money because at the end of the day, I always tell people, like, be careful who your audience is because
for
as long
sure,
as
all money is not good.
But not even that. As long as your audience paid is as long as you're paid. So if I went viral on Facebook when people were, like I said, in their season of having money in 2020, when these years just started passing and people that had to have money for real wasn't having money no more, I wasn't having no money as an entrepreneur. I was not having no money. So now when I do my business again next year or 2024, my dad, he looks youthful, but he's in his 40s and he has amazing skin. We're doing headshots of him because I want people, men and women that are in their 40s, to be using my skincare and using eye cream and stuff like that. It's going to be way more commercial, and it's going to be people who are well established with careers because they always have money. And it's a necessity for them. So I don't have to be in a season of having money. I don't have to wait until you get paid on Friday for me to get paid on Friday and stuff like that. And I'm not being prejudiced. I'm not being like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not being that type of person, but at the end of the day, y'all are in control of my money, and I can't allow this audience to control my money. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to make some money. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had it to just buy myself out, or if I was able to just allow my business to sit while I don't make no money, no, but I don't have money just like y'all don't have money, so I need to redirect it to the people that have money so I can go sit with them too. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, even if the person that's 40 doesn't have to be a millionaire to shop, but the person that's 40 has different shit going on. They actually have a job. You know what I'm saying? In our 20s, we got really spoiled and brainwashed by our era. Like, we think that we can all just start businesses and we can all. And I hate to be that person, but like, everybody's not meant to be an entrepreneur, including me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did a lot of things because, like I said, I know I like to do things in excellence. I'm a creative person and stuff like that, but everything doesn't need to be a business. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can cook my ass off. I would never sell plates.
Same.
Wow.
Ever. Like that would never be for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like I could make a killing off it. I could be $1,000 a day off plates. Like people been, and my thing with me is I've been doing content and cooking for years, for over 5 years now on my shit. So if I want to bust a restaurant or just sell plates or something like that, it wouldn't be a problem. Like I could make the money, but I don't want to take the love out of what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to start stressing and stuff like that. Like I remember you were saying that I'm like, oh, start doing this, and you like, no,
it's not gonna be fun.
Like,
something that feels
therapeutic for you.
That's a stress reliever for you. When it get to feeling like a job you don't want to do it. Like me being an esthetician, it doesn't feel like a job. You know, like it doesn't exhaust me. I look forward to it. Again, whether I'm making $1,000 that day, 500 or even 100. Every day you make some new money, it's a good day. You know, and again, that shit's not all shit's stars and giggles, but it's a good day. And now being an entrepreneur for the past almost 3 years is showing me that it's okay to pivot the plan. When shit not working how I was working, it's okay to pivot the plan. I was going from 10K months.
Wow.
So now that's cut a few $1,000.
Okay.
And like, I'm not gonna lie, the more money you make, the more your lifestyle changes. I've always liked nice shit. Like since I was a kid, I've always liked nice things. My mom never deprived me and my siblings of anything. Before I was an entrepreneur, I always looked nice. But when I got in my bag, I wanted to look nicer. You know, so when the economy changes, you have to change with the economy. You have to pivot your plan, and that's okay.
Yeah, but I feel like if you're a victim of that, which is why I said I'm trying to talk to, because remember I was telling you, I was like, go black, because the women that like the black and white aesthetics is the ones with the short haircut, just got off work, like, you know, stuff like that. Like, even me, that's why I said skincare is a luxury, because me getting waxed and getting facial and all of that January 1st, that don't have nothing to do with me having acne. That has something to do with me being a luxe girl. You know what I'm saying? And the tone that I'm trying to set for myself. Saying, like January 1st, even New Year's Eve, I'm probably not gonna go outside. I'll probably be at church. Like,
I never go out. I always try to stay in Prince.
January 1st, like I send Yemi TikToks all the time because I be like, damn, look at this bitch. And it don't be like funny TikToks. It be bitches that's them bitches. Like,
thriving.
And it's crazy because I don't even mean them bitches as in they selling sex, but they be like the lady I met last night. She's married to a pastor, and they pop out every day Chanel. Like they don't play. Like they don't play.
Oh, that's nice. See, that's nice.
And it's like he's not like old like bishop like still in the ties. So she got the Chanel. He's like young and swaggy and play basketball and still like in his word and in his faith and in his Bible. So it's just like January 1st. I know everybody be like, oh, don't wait till January 1st. What, January 1st? I'm popping out. Like, like, it's going to get like that. And I don't really care. That's why I said, like, I be having an opinion and no opinion at all because I let people do them. Like, you got to let people do them. And I learned that by, like, just looking around. Like, everybody want to tell people what to do and stuff like that. And I just told somebody the other day, like, because they was telling me that I'm a critic, but I don't like criticism. And I was telling them that it's nothing that you know about me that I don't know about myself. It's nothing you know about me that I don't know about myself. It's nothing that you can tell me that I haven't already mentally fought or emotionally fought on my own in my own private room. So at the end of the day, this is my, like, I've always been a hard learner. Like, always. Like, I always had to get whooped. I always had to fail in order to win. I always, like, I never could just do right. And, like, I lack discipline. That's what it's called. I never could just do right and just do right just because.
Right.
So a lot of times, like, stuff have to hit me for me to happen. And nobody talking to me or telling me what they see is going to help me do that. Like I said, like, I like to do stuff on my own time. I like to see stuff for myself. Like, I had to, that's just how it is. And I noticed that with a lot of other people. And you have to let people, like, and I remember people used to be like, oh, I'm working at my own pace. And I used to think that was a sorry excuse. I used to be like,